Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, caseyleighreiki. Today we're going to be doing the general reading for my earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorns. It's not surprising to me actually that I'm being drawn to do this as we enter into Virgo season. But yeah, I was I'm half ready for the day. I got out of pajamas and such, and then I didn't even get to go wash my face and do things. I just threw my hair up and then was I guess I'm gonna do this video. So we're just gonna get straight into it. Nothing crazy. If you guys want to know more about me, go ahead to check the description box below. Everything you need to know about me is down there, where else to find me, all that good stuff. And then I had something else important to say to you guys and I forgot already because ADHD brain. What was I gonna say? Whatever. If it's important, it'll come back. Happy Virgo season to all my Virgos. Happy birthday to my Virgos. And just happy earth sign season, because Leo season, even as a fire sign, Leo season was wild. So, all right, share, subscribe, do all that great stuff if you are so inclined to do, as it helps me out greatly and helps get my message out to other people, helps my channel grow. It really means a lot, seriously. It's been very difficult to make content, among other things in my life, balancing everything. So when I do have the energy to put these out to you guys, it means the world when you guys like and comment, subscribe, and all that, okay? So I immediately felt right off the bat that for some reason we were gonna use the Akashic Tarot, which looks like this. It's so funny because it's very whitewashed, but a friend gave this to me because I started to tap into the Akashic a little bit more, so it's calling out to you guys. All right, I'm gonna say a quick little prayer type thing like I normally do, which is just that my guides, I always pray divine source, keep us safe, protected, and grounded. And then there's my cat trying to get underneath the mat, of course. All right, so earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. I personally think my rising sign fits best, so you might want to try that on for size. If not, check any other placements that you're drawn to, and feel free to even check for whatever the moon sign is that we're in as well, okay? So, let's get straight into this. Spirit, what do we have for earth signs? And I know that this is coming out near September, but these are timeless, so whenever it fits, it fits. Don't worry too much about that, okay? I just go when spirit calls, then I get on here and I do the readings, okay? One more. Actually, I'm sorry, two more. This one and one last one here. Beautiful. All right, so what do we have going on for you guys? Ooh, this one wanted to come out. It's the Akashic Field. Wow, who would have thunk? I'm gonna take that one, I think. It's really interesting. And the way that they're set up in this deck is kind of odd, so I'll probably be reading from the book themselves. Oh my gosh. Look at this cat. Okay. He's taking the whole entire rug across the room. Alright, anyways. So let's see. Ooh, that one popped out. Did you see that? On track. One of scrolls. So one of scrolls and one of forces. Anytime that I see the ones in general, no matter what they are, I'm always thinking, okay, ace. These are aces, so they're new beginnings. They are new opportunities coming your way. On track to me screams in the scribe. Ooh, this is very Akashic-esque. Hold on, I'm gonna take the rug from the cat. That's not yours. Okay, it's gotta be wild, right? Gotta be wild. Don't make fun of my shorts. I got half dressed to do this. I didn't even finish completing the pajama thing. So anyways, so the scribe, number 12. I don't know if I actually showed that to you guys or not. So one of scrolls, and then you have the scribe, which also talks about scrolls. So this does give me a vibe of things Oh, you know what song I'm hearing? I don't know who sings that. The rest is still unwritten. Is it unwritten? I don't know who sings it. The rest is still unwritten. That's what I keep hearing. So some of the stuff definitely makes me feel like, I feel like you guys have been given this task or this thing, and you have room to move around with it, and you have room to create something out of it. But the scribe personally gives me a feeling of a lot of these things that you're about to do, opportunities that are going to come your way, are things that are definitely a part of like your mission or your journey. It's not just like there's these things that you're going to go through that are written ahead of time. It specifically feels like you've been handed this scroll, because look at this guy in here. Do you see him? It's like you've been handed this scroll, right? And now you're on your way. So it's like you're on your way to do something. You're on your way on this mission. You are on track, headed in the right direction here. It's like you're headed off on this mission to accomplish something. And so right now it might be really beneficial for you guys to tap into the Akashic Records or do something maybe past life. I don't know if you guys have been like, wondering like, what am I doing? What am I here for? Let's see if we can do like one more. But it definitely gives me that type of vibe. Like you have this thing that you're off to do. And a part of it might be to kind of learn certain things about your past lives or the Akashic Records, so that way you can better understand the purpose or your mission here, the work that you're supposed to do. But I do feel like there's this very specific time frame or timeline that we're on where it's a very clear process, of just like, here we go, the scribe writes it down, and then you take it or someone takes it, right? And then you have the Akashic field, which is just, it seems like chronological, like it seems like these consecutive things. Let's read in the book, see what they have to say real quick. Scribe is number 12. The learned scribe writes at a high desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts, but in many they were the most learned men of their time, people well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more. This card indicates a great upsweep in mind and study for you. If there's any subject with which you'd like to acquaint or reacquaint yourself, do so. It's not just for the sake of study, although that's always a good thing. This period of higher mind and higher learning is nothing less than a change your life or even change the world opportunity. Just as the Wright brothers began by studying the flight patterns of birds, you can rise up on the wings of discovery right now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person or place of learning. You could also become a writer or teacher yourself at this time, elevating and contributing to others. If you're involved in any legal matters, there's a person who can help you with this. Let your great vision guide you to him or her. This could also be a time when you might find yourself writing proposals, grants, essays, blogs, articles, or books. Notice what compels you and be sure to answer the call. So, I was like trying to figure out where he was going. So that's that one. And then we have one of scrolls. And then one of forces. Okay. A man at a train station looks over his shoulder at the signs that point to other tracks, but he's already looked at his maps and made his decision. So you're on a mission to do something. He lifts his foot to step onto the train. Though travel or a move can be indicated by this card, the meaning is often about your choices and directions. You may have been ambivalent about taking a certain track in your life with regard to a project, a relationship, a career, directive, or even a location, but now it's time to decide. Even if you're not quite as assured as you'd like to be, the engine is smoking. There's a direction that compels you, so get on board. You will not falter. It's time. So if you have thought about tapping more into the Akashic Records, you're specifically finding out what your past life, whatever is, and you've thought just more about doing this in general, then I would say the time has definitely come. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, okay, we've been here for a minute. Like, it's time for you to just, like, get on board. No pun intended, and, like, let's go. So let's check out the one of forces, too. Like the Akashic field, the aurora borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility, and every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card upright tells you that amazing opportunities amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. See, there we go. Your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now, so you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in this pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now's the time to make them happen for you. So you guys right now are incredibly connected to the Akashic field, to the Akashic records. There's a lot that is opening up. The veil is lifting or thinning, so to speak. And so Spirit's like, okay, you have your mission. We've been telling you, sending you signs, letting you know over and over again that you are ready. So let's go. You're ready. Come on. I feel like they're literally just waiting for you at this point, you know? And maybe there's something stopping you, and which we'll find that out in a hot second. We will find that out in a hot second. We're doing no reversals today. We're just going to get straight into tarot. And I'm going to go off the cusp here and just ask some freaking questions. I don't know why I had to say that, but yeah, I'm going to ask some freaking questions instead of just pulling randomly, kind of how I do, and putting a story together. Okay, one more. All right. So what can you gain from tapping into the Akashic records? There's that one, but I want to see if anything else comes out. What can my earth signs gain from tapping into these records? I'm pretty sure that was the Six of Cups too. Yes, it was. So the thing that you can gain from this is that you're going to find your soul family. You're going to find your soul family. The more you look into that and see where you've been, what you've done, okay? And then we also have Knight of Pentacles showing up. So what you're gaining out of this is finding your soul family, or finding these connections or patterns within your connections or relationships with other people. This is helping you to better understand and build this better foundation overall. Six of Cups intuitively to me is like finding your people. Six of Cups sometimes can be a different emotional outlet or emotional understanding. And by having, and this could be for some of you guys too, could be two different storylines here. For some of you, if you fall more in line with that, finding a better way to work with your emotions, a better outlet and understand them, along with the Knight of Pentacles, makes me feel as though tapping into the Akashic records may bring you a sense of security to know where you came from, okay? It might be knowing where you came from will give you clarity on where to go next, right? Look, and then we have the Strength card, absolutely. So for some reason, I get that there is this fear of you guys not wanting to tap into it. Strength, Leo energy, but with strength, to me, I always think mastery, right? I always think mastery, and I think mastery with like compassion or some sort of sense of humility, being humble. So I definitely feel like if it's to find your soul family, this could be great for you and really help you build this foundation that you're looking for, help you set yourself up and really find a place that you feel connected. And I know, like, I'm pretty sure there's some shenanigans going on with Uranus right now, but if you have Aquarius in your chart specifically, like a Saturn in Aquarius, or you have like Venus in Aquarius or anything like that, even in your top 3, if you have Aquarius as either your sun, moon, rising, and you're here just to watch the earth sign for a different thing, some sort of significant Aquarius placement, keep an eye on that too, because Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, or vice versa, however which way you want to word that, and it can really be the sense of sometimes rebellion, but it's also where you are different from others, where you don't fit in, where you don't necessarily have that like normalcy, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. Whatever house it's into could also define like where that's going to show up in your life. So if you have Venus in Aquarius, that might have to do with your relationships. And if it's in say like the 12th house, the 12th house can talk a lot about your subconscious, and these like kind of darker aspects, your mental health and that thing. So it might be something that's weighed a lot on you is your relationships, how you don't feel like you find the person for you, or you find eccentric people or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give a quick example to not make this super long. So for those of you that also have Aquarius placements or Uranus has a strong effect in your chart, you might want to check that out too. But I either feel like one of two things. First path is that you guys are finding your soul family, and that's really helping you move forward and understand yourself, understand where you're headed and where you came from. Beyond that, if this is just more about an emotional outlet or like regulating your emotions in some sort of better way, I think that knowing where you came from could help you regulate your emotions or just your energy as a whole, and really give you maybe some more confidence to be like, oh, okay, so that's the reason why I'm drawn to this thing and this thing and this thing, is because my purpose probably has to do with blah blah blah. See what I'm saying? Okay, so why are you afraid to tap into this? Ooh, I feel like you're afraid of your potential. And I know that sounds kind of wacky, but I do feel like you're a little bit afraid of your potential because it does make you vulnerable. Look at this. With the sun, having the sun come out for what you're afraid of, which more Leo energy is like you are meant to do something where you might be in the spotlight with strength. And with the sun, it's talking about compassion and vulnerability here. It's talking about being authentically you. This is growth too, because you have the sunflowers in the back, which grow super tall. So there's a lot of growth and things that can come out of you tapping into your past lives or tapping into your Akashic records, even doing an Akashic record clearing if that's something that you want to go down. Maybe you just want to know more info. Could be different for everybody. But having the sun come out for what you're afraid of makes me feel like you are afraid of your potential, because I feel like it'll make you vulnerable because you may be in the spotlight. Oh yeah, you're afraid of your potential. Hello? Are you fucking kidding me? High Priestess? High Priestess knows things that not everybody does. She is the keeper of secrets. She is the one that allows certain souls behind this cloth in the background with the pomegranates on it. She allows them behind this space. She's like the bouncer into the fucking spirit realm or whatever, you know? She is also divine feminine energy, especially with the moon at her feet here. She is connected intuitively. She knows. She's has very keen senses and is very much has a lot of spiritual authority. So this is what I see for you, is that you have that spiritual authority. And here's the Pisces energy with the High Priestess for me. So saying that you can tap into things and not everybody can, and I feel like you're afraid of what that will bring. It's almost like when you want success and you talk about success and you talk about having all this abundance and all these different types of ways, but like you can't actually attain it or achieve it, is because on some subconscious level, which is the High Priestess, you may be pushing that away. You may be scared of it. So no matter how much you want it or how much you're asking for it, you're still pushing that away on a subconscious level. You're just afraid of your potential for this. You really are. Why are they afraid? Give me one last card as to why they're afraid. Why are my earth signs afraid of tapping into this? Page of Swords. I feel like you think you're not ready. I feel like you really think that you are not ready to have whatever this is. But the thing is that you've created it to be something like in your mind, so you don't know how it's actually going to turn out. Page of Swords talks about immaturity, and it could be immaturity in the way that you understand, because swords is going to be our communication, the way we talk and think. I feel like you just think you're not ready. You're like, it's not time, I'm not ready. It's not time, I'm not ready. But look, you also have the Page of Cups here. I feel like you think that you're just gonna like you're too like naive, like you don't know enough. Maybe you don't understand enough. Maybe you think that your gifts haven't developed enough. I'm getting that really big with this card, because Page of Cups is the emotions, but it's immaturity with any page sometimes. It's newness. So I feel like maybe you feel like your gifts aren't developed enough. You won't understand it. You need more time because you need to learn more. Like, you're overthinking this in true Virgo fashion, or any earth sign fashion. Look at this. You're afraid that you're going to be disappointed. And if you're specifically trying to find something that is going to make you money or bring in abundance or stability for you, because remember we had the Knight of Pentacles earlier, then your fear is that it's actually going to be the opposite of this for you. And it's going to leave you in a place of lack instead. In this place of, I don't have enough, or I feel like you might be disappointed with the outcome, or you're afraid that if you fully commit to this thing, that you won't live up to these expectations. But a lot of these expectations are things that you've just created for yourself. You know what I mean? I think that there's a lot to learn from the Akashic, and I think you're creating this in your mind that you're not ready, but Spirit is literally showing up and saying that you are. It reminds me definitely of the card On Track that we had in the Akashic Tarot, because he was getting ready to board the plane, but he was like looking over his shoulder, and that to me says hesitancy. I just saw 21 too. It says hesitancy. Yeah, look at another 5 too. 5 of Swords. You are afraid of the changes that this is going to bring, and I do think that there's nothing but positivity that comes from this. I think that with anything, with any spiritual path, there's a lot to work through, and it can be very intense. But just you watching this video is your conscious choice. That you're sitting here acknowledging there's something else. You're already consciously choosing to be on this path because you're here watching this video. So I think that, especially with the 5 of Swords, whenever that comes out, it's like you have to put down your ego. Oh my God, yeah, look at this, the world. And I'm just going to stop it there. You have to put down your ego. You have to put down what your ego has created for you, which is a box that is like, no, in here we're safe. It's time for you to break out of that, to move outside of that. And I have chills on that one. Woo. The world is completion. You've done this thing in your life. You've completed this cycle in your life, and it is fully 110% time for you to move on. It's time for you to move on from that. You did it already. You did all the normal 3D human things that you had to do, and the time is now for you guys to finally move on and move forward, okay? So, I'm not going to keep going. I was going to, but I was like, oh, no, I don't want this to be too long. So, I hope that resonates for you guys. I hope that you follow that urge and that nudge and go dive deep into the Akashic Records. Always a fun time, very interesting. If you guys enjoyed the video, if it resonated, made sense to you, if you can go ahead and hit the thumbs up, that helps me so much. I love you guys for it. Also commenting and letting me know your thoughts and how you feel, if you resonate, and all that good stuff, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell notifications. That way you get notified when I post new stuff. I love y'all so very much. Happy Virgo season. Happy birthday to my Virgos especially, and I'll see you guys soon.